3 is the magic number. 3 games, 3 wins, 3 goals in each, 3 points a game, 3 goals conceded. I'm going to stop saying 3 now because it's getting annoying, but 3 seems to be the way to go. And who can complain? Because West Ham are on a run, and this is a run like we've never even known before. I'm slightly in shock, as I think most West Ham fans are, but also slightly like, yeah, it's about fucking time, actually. We're doing bits, finally. We're starting to get ourselves sorted out. I'm still in a high from Saturday, and I ain't coming down for a long time. So, Sis, I don't know how you feel, mate, if you're still buzzing and all that.
Hey, what the hell is going on? That's what I want to know, first of all. When's the last time we won 3 in a row? Like, I'm pretty sure it's been a long time since we won 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Can you remember the last time we won 3 in a row? Exactly. There you go.
Do you know the funniest thing is that we were making such a big thing of this back-to-back wins thing against Cardiff. We were like, finally won back-to-back wins. It's like back-to-back wins, that's nothing, man. We're just on it. We're getting all the wins in the bag. That's it, done. Boom. What's a win? It's nothing. Boom. We just turn up, we did a bit, we go home again. Nice and easy. Done.
Yeah. To be fair, Luke, to cut you off, you were right about saying, like, you remember when you done a prediction when our games that were coming up, we said 0, 0, 0, 0. To be fair, looking at it so far, it's just like, it's good to have that optimism. Just not to not have that, because now you're looking at it, we're having 3 wins in a row. We're looking on a high at the moment. Whereas Fulham, I think they're banging trouble at the moment. Look at them. They're in their last 5. They've won one game. They've lost 3 and they're drawing 1.
See, you're saying that right, and
it's crazy.
Yeah, the West Ham fan in me sees that and goes, Fulham are desperate for a win.
Exactly.
At home against us. This is when we lose. But I'm on this momentum now where I'm going, no, we're going to tear them apart. It's going to be another 3-0. Might have been 4. Depends how we're feeling. Is Anderson feeling another goal? Is he feeling another 2 goals? Is he feeling the hat trick? I'm eating humble pie. Massively.
Yeah, I think it's one of them ones.
Yeah,
we just need to just come off that high now. I know we're still buzzing at the moment. We need to come off it and just focus on Fulham, because I know they're going to be like, you know what, we can't be taking this shit no more. We're going to be coming all guns blazing against West Ham. They're going to be bang up for it Saturday. So we can't take them lightly. That's not one thing, because you got players like freaking Mitrovic who he's their danger man. He's their danger man, definitely. He's probably the most top scorer. I think he's got 7 goals.
Yeah.
I know he's doing bits, and I think he's the most aerial duels in that team. So he's going to be a big presence, definitely.
He's like the Serbian Andy Carroll for him, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
He's got good footwork as well.
and he's more of a lunatic as well. So.
Yeah, I mean, West Ham have a lunatic. We don't really like lunatics playing against us, so hopefully he won't have much of an impact. I might not have introduced this. First of all, I'm in a bit of a high at the minute, so this is Gift of the Gab. We haven't done these for quite a while, but we're thinking now, with everything going on, West Ham on a high, let's just bang one out. Let's just talk. Let's just go for it. So, obviously, this is no disrespect to the teams. This is from my opinion. Don't know about anyone else, but this is the teams we've played. No disrespect at all. We're all the teams in the Premier League for a reason. But right now, I think we all looked at these games and we thought to ourselves, yeah, we can take points from these. These teams aren't going to be the top 6 sort of standard teams. They're going to be there for the taking, apart from Man City. And we've I'm surprised we beat Newcastle. I'm still surprised we won that game. I know it sounds shocking, but
I'm pretty sure we were in the preview for Newcastle. I'm pretty sure we were both having I think we had mixed predictions. I'm pretty sure I said a draw and he said 3-1 loss or something like that.
Yeah, I know. I did. Again, humble pie, totally, 1000%. I mean, it's I don't know. It's just this feels like it's almost too good to be true. Don't pinch me, but pinch me. But then again, at some point, do we deserve this? I mean, it's just been coming a little bit because look, let's face it, right? We've got a Premier League winning manager in Pellegrini. He's well renowned in world football. He's come to us. He's spent 100 million on players. Quite a few of them players aren't currently playing through injury and whatnot. We've still got previous players injured, like Lanzini himself, who would be a massive impact in the team right now. But we're playing decent football. We're starting to now. I know we played maybe against Man United and maybe Chelsea was the last time we sort of put the teams to a sword performance-wise. But we're playing good football as well. I mean, it was. I don't know if you agree with this, but we started off. I think you said in the chat actually you agreed with me that we started off really kind of. It was a game of two halves, so we weren't in the game really at all against Palace. They really did play a game plan to a T. And then second half, it was a bit like the Cardiff game. We're going to take you out. We're going to go out for it. We're going to take you to the cleaners now. Basically, we're going to win this game in the next 20 minutes.
See, I'm going to say this: if that was last season, we would have lost them games. We would have lost them games last year because you looked at that first half against Palace. It looked slow. It looked lethargic. It just looked like we just weren't up for it. Then literally second half, it's out of nowhere. I don't know what Pellegrini said to them from the get-go. It was just like, warm. It was like a fucking onslaught straight away. And all of a sudden, that goal went in. This goal's gone in. We're just on a high like this. But yeah, like Palace, they were trying to shit out it, like trying to like time waste and all that. Like, but it's what it is, man.
But they're going to... I must admit, people around me were saying that, Perez is doing nothing. He's, he should get taken off for Carroll. I think when you've seen the picture of him after the game,
that foot,
foot. I don't know when he got hit. I don't know when it happened because he didn't seem to be limping off at all before the half time whistle blew. But hopefully he recovers quickly because, to be fair, the guy scored 2 decent goals against Cardiff. Maybe one better than the other. But with the striker crisis we've got World Cup, apart from Carroll and Hernandez, who are now fit again, with Varney out, we're going to need as many strikers as we can get. So hopefully he can bounce back sort of, fairly quickly. But yeah, it's one of them at the moment.
Yeah.
Would you like to see any changes for the Fulham game? Do you think we should stick with like the 4-4-2 formation we've been playing, or do you think we should go slightly more conservative? Maybe just put Carroll up top on his own and having knockdowns for Anderson and the like, or?
I think at the moment, we should stick with the 4-4-2. Have Carroll and Hernandez up front. I think we should do that. I have a feeling that Masuaku will keep his place.
Yeah.
Even if Cresswell manages to be ready for Fulham, I still think Masuaku can keep his place. Other than that, I think he should keep it the same. I really should. Like Snodgrass definitely should keep his place because he's literally proving everyone wrong. He's proven everyone, and obviously Anderson keeps his place as well. Yeah.
I think the good thing about
I don't know, man.
When we score goals is that we seem to have them well worked. They seem to be kind of, we're not just lucky to score the goals. We're actually making them through our own perseverance and the fact that we're going. I'm going to say this now. I was when Anderson hit the shot for 3-0 or 3-1. I thought it was a cross. it looked too far out. It looked too unconfident for me. The game going forward to hit the shot from there. But when he went in, I was like that. I was a bit like Snodgrass. I was just taken aback. I don't know what you felt for both the goals, Snodgrass' goal and Anderson's goal.
To be fair, with Snodgrass, I saw it coming because it was like where I sit. I sit on the Bobby Moore upper, but I'm like the first row. So I saw when Snodgrass hit, I was like, yeah, this is going in. With Anderson's one, I'm thinking, what the fuck are you shooting from there? From where I'm seeing, from the angle. Then all of a sudden, it just went top corner. I'm just like, oh shit. I'm just clapping like this, jumping out like a nutcase, man. I'm thinking, what the fuck? But yeah, I'm real, man. He's starting to prove himself, mate. He really is. I've really, really been impressed with him recently, man.
I think he did start to say at one point. He was saying that, look, I'm coming here from this is a new league to me. I've struggled to start with the physicality and the pace.
Yeah.
But he's starting to now find his feet, and he's starting to really sort of produce some good stuff for us. And I mean, there is even, I don't know how people feel about this comparison, but there was a few sport outlets posts on social media. I don't think they're from West Ham pages; they're from just general sports pages. Yeah. Saying West Ham fans can now start to compare him with Dimitri Payet. Obviously, that's a huge benchmark. For me, personally, even though he's a wanker, that is the benchmark for player ability and performances and influence. Yeah. I don't know how you feel, if you're seeing any sort of inkling that might match up to what Dimi used to do with us, or...
I think there's potential there. There is potential there. He probably could do even better than what Dimitri Payet did. Yeah, there's plenty of time.
He's younger.
There's plenty of time. We just gotta just see how it goes, man. Let him keep with the form going, man. Because at the moment he's on fire. So we want him to keep that going, man. And we want to keep going up that table. Because the main thing, we're not that far from 7th, and we're not that far from 6th. And with the games we've got coming up, anything can happen.
Before the Newcastle game yesterday with Wolves, I saw we were 10th, and I was feeling dizzy. That's how used I am to us being on the league.
I looked at that. I was thinking, fuck, I'm going to get a nosebleed at this rate, man. Because we've not been that high in a long time.
No, that's it. It's new territory for us there.
Yeah.
We haven't been in this position since about the bowling last season's the bowling with Dimmy, with Lanzini, with all the their first season in the club. And it's just nice to be honest with you, to be a big thing at the minute. I think there's just a feel good factor with the fans as well. Is that now we're starting to get some wins together. Everyone's sort of got this good vibe. No one's moaning about the stadium as much. There aren't as many complaints about fan disruption. I was leaving the grounds, for example, after the game. I was going past the stop-go high-vis guys, and as I was walking down towards the station, the guy with a loudspeaker was just chanting irons over and over again. And it took people by surprise. But they, a few of them joined in. I joined in. A few people around me joined in. It was like, wow, it's like, you walk around people now and they're just talking good things about the club. No one's moaning. It's just all, it's...
I couldn't agree more. That you brought up a really, really good point about that, because recently I've been coming to home games and it's just like, I go to Carpenters a lot and I go to all them pubs and it's just like, it's always been a positive vibe. Everyone's just seems like raring to go. Everyone seems up for it. And it's been like that for like the past couple of weeks. Obviously, by the City game, everyone really knew that City was a write-off. Everyone knew that. So no one was really pissed off.
Well, I'm not...
I wasn't saying... a bit of a stretch. I know. A bit of a stretch.
I'm still pretty gutted we didn't give him a game and try and link to get a goal.
Okay.
But anyway, but I know what you're getting at. I know it's totally... I saw you in the Carpenters before the game. And we had a quick little chat and stuff like that, and it was just, but you could tell. I know obviously there's a thing with West Ham. A lot of West Ham which goes, we're not here for the wins. We don't come for the wins. We come for kind of like a knees up with our mates. We go for a beer, have a laugh, have some banter, have a little moan here and there about West Ham. But fundamentally, you don't expect to have that feel good vibe. You don't expect to go there to come away with 3 points, good performance, loads of goals and whatever. And West Ham, we're used to it coming like once in a blue moon against like an Arsenal or a Chelsea sort of, a nighttime game at home. But it's just, it's nice. And I think that long may it continue. But you brought up players there before we got onto the subject about like Masuaku and Snodgrass. I'm going to quickly just go on to Masuaku because for me, he's lacking in confidence. His performance improved as the game went on against Palace. I know a lot of people aren't sort of very keen on him still. I don't like personally seeing him left back. I think he should be on the left wing. But there are certain schoolboy errors that he makes. Do you want to see Masuaku potentially improve and become a big player for West Ham? Or do you think he should be sold in January?
That's the well.
Done you there, ain't I?
I know. You have done me there. That's $1 million question, mate. That is. If we could get a left back, I could say we should sell him on, but I doubt we'll get a left back. I don't see it personally, but I think we should just move him left wing, and then if we get another left back, move him left wing. That's what I say.
Well, the club are apparently looking in January. They're scouting players for that position left back, and to get at least some cover for Criswell. But the problem with moving him left wing is who's there already? Anderson, Felipe. So you ain't moving him in a minute. So,
oh, exactly.
But of course on the other wing there's Snodgrass, who got his much awaited goal against Palace, belted it in top corner. I for one couldn't believe it went in, to be fair, but I was over the moon for him. Did you want to see him sold in the summer, or were you willing to give him a chance?
No, no. I wanted Snodgrass to prove his worth. Because what I saw at Villa, I saw a different Snodgrass, and I was like, you know what? We should give him a second chance. And I said this before the start of the season, that Snodgrass deserves a second chance. All the shit that he was getting from like the board and all that. Obviously, some fans are giving him stick as well from when he first come in. You know, I for one, I was guilty of that as well. But you know, I said, you know what? I think he should go on loan. You know what? Get his confidence back, and then you know what? He can prove and give him a second chance. And look now. You look at him there. I would have him like probably that first team on the sheet as well. To be honest, as much as I like Anderson, I would have Snodgrass first on that fucking 11. I would, because his work rate is fucking unreal, man.
Yeah, it's almost like a Hollywood story with Snodgrass. You got the guy who come in to basically almost at the time replace Payet. Was played not really in his same position. The fans didn't take to him. He was shipped off, slagged off by the club. All this and all that. Comes back. Everyone's a bit like, oh, what's he doing here? Not getting a very good sort of welcome back really. And then gets his head down. Everyone just starts turning up. We get a few injuries as well. The players out of form. He jumps in, put in the centre of midfield for starters. You know, because of lack of options. And now he's like everyone's best mate. Everyone wants to see Snodgrass doing well. Scores a belt at the weekend. Everyone's happy for him. It's this. You can't.
Exactly.
He hasn't exactly achieved much. He's not quite a Hollywood story because he's not won anything yet.
No.
I think scoring a goal is a good start.
I think that after all the shit he's been given, he still maintained that professionalism as well. He's the one that cares. You could tell he cares about the club. You can tell he's the one that gives a shit and puts everything into the game. And you got to respect that person. You have to. And he's the type of player that you want at the club. And I wish we can have more players like that. So hopefully his influence actually brings the fire out of other people that are not in form. You know, gives them the confidence. You know what? He's been doing this. You know what? I can do that as well. Bang. You know, you never know what can happen. So.
100%. I mean, you got players there coming through the ranks, and it's weird to say it because he's been he's obviously not one of the first days on T-shirt now. But players like Declan Rice that can only work wonders in his direction as well. You'll see that from Snodgrass, the hard work and work ethic. Declan obviously isn't really a player that you look at going, okay, you need someone to sort of educate you and rub off on you and take you under the wing. But it's great to see that most players going, actually, if I work hard enough, especially if players like Dean Gannon coming through, if I work hard enough, I'll get my chance. He's obviously had to take a step back recently because of performances and healing and whatever. But he's made a couple of good subs appearances. He was unlucky not to score against Palace, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. I know. But, and Dean Garland will get his shots again. He will. He'll get his shots again. I've
got an idea he'll score against Fulham if he gets a decent amount of time on the pitch. I don't know why. I've got a feeling in my bones he'll come on and score.
You reckon? Yeah.
There's only so much you can do, can't you? In front of a goal and not get a greet your rewards, a bit like Snodgrass the way, the same sort of thing. But yeah, I mean, you're going to the Fulham game, aren't you?
Yeah, I managed to get a ticket. So I know, fucking hell, I pulled that one out of my ass. Jesus, man. But yeah, buzzing for that because my uni mate actually is a Fulham fan. He's a Fulham fan, but he's actually doing well. He's a correspondent in Germany, so he's working for Phillips. He's working for the Bundesliga there, doing BT Sports and all that. So he's doing well for himself. We had a bet, in fact. We met up. At South Bank, had a few drinks. Went to a pizza place. We was like, with our signings, was like, I'll make you a bet, 50 quid. We were saying he went Fulham would finish higher than West Ham. I went, you know what? I'll fucking shake your hand. I just spoke to him recently. I went, so do you want my bank details or He was just like, I love it. Shut up, mate. I was like, but I don't want to speak too much because if they freaking beat us Saturday, I know he's going to be the first one literally on the phone, and they're not going to, and then it's not going to happen with their freaking worst goal fucking difference in the league. I don't see that happening. So
yeah, well now we've got the confidence to think no, we're not going to beat us. Whereas normally you'd be going, and you're not just too sure about that. You're not in a Fulham end, are you? When you're going over there? No.
I managed to get an away there. Away ticket. Yeah, and boat party as well. So that's going to be
That's
So
just
definitely.
yeah. Do you want to just sell the boat parties quickly because you're on it quite a lot?
Yeah, I know.
You want them enough to start recommending them to people. Well, now you've told us about this uni, mate. I think you're going to be have to give us a few download on German players in January. Maybe your mate can sort of set some recommendations.
You know what? I actually have been in his ear when if you've got a few German players that that can, that's at West Ham's way. Just give me a few names.
I'm sure Bayern Munich don't want every player they've got on their squad. They can just Kimmich can come along and play right back. Wins others a bit tired.
That's fine. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Yeah,
just fill in their roots.
I've heard about this Reece Nelson geezer as well.
Yeah, big time. Looking at the table, I mean, it's pretty good reading, but I personally think that we're sort of 4 points away from 8th place, 7th place, something.
7th,
like that. So really, we need to kind of beat Fulham again. Keep the momentum going. Get up that league because the teams around us. I think Bournemouth and Wolves play each other or something like that. I forget what the league looks like now.
I think so because Thing is losing at the moment. Watford are losing. I think
they lost them 1-0. Richarlison lost them a sort. Yeah.
Dream team, get in. Anyway,
I'm bored of that within the first few weeks, mate. I'm no good.
Yeah, but and what's funny because Fulham, they've not kept a clean sheet the whole season so far, whereas we've only kept 2 clean sheets. So we're thinking,
goals.
Is it going to be one of them games where it's going to be like fucking like 4-3 or something like that?
Yeah, it's. Do you know, a lot of people are saying now that it kind of seems like Pellegrini's going well, even though we've got a good defence, like man for man, solid defence wise. We're not keeping clean sheets, really. I know that Diop's come out and said he's not happy with it personally, which is great to hear from a defender. But it's almost like Pellegrini's going, we're going to score more goals than you, which is for a lot of people that's entertainment. That's entertaining football. They don't mind conceding 3 if you're going to score 4. As long as we win the game, get 3 points, get a bit of entertainment out of it. And I'm a bit different. I like to be pragmatic. I'd like us to win kind of 1-0 and not look stupid, on the highlights reel maybe. But you can't say anything, I mean, Fabianski's still, in many ways, looking like one of the bargains of the season.
Oh, yeah.
I know you're a big fan of Fab, aren't you? Bit Fabiano.
Massive fan of him, man. He has. It's him, Jupe, and Balbuena. Those three alone is just literally been like a gem at the moment. It's just them. I couldn't say much more about them, man.
They're great in a spotlight, but they are still kind of conceding goals.
Conceding goals, which is like
so good. Before scored the weekend 3-2. Oh shit! Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it'd be like they are conceding. But they look good in most places. It could have been a lot more in fairness. But yeah, obviously this is it's weird because normally around this time, West Ham are doing in the normal world. West Ham won't be doing very well form-wise, and it makes everything else around the club look crap. So you look in the press, you look on social media every day. There's a new story coming out saying this is going wrong. The board are saying this. The players are coming out. There's a new injury here and there. But you're looking at it going, actually, everything's pretty good at the minute. Nothing's going wrong. Players come back from injury. Although saying that, just going on to sort of half the forgotten man really. Arnie, we all know that he's. For me, he's definitely been out in the press trying to wing a move in January. I love the guy, but I think his brother's definitely doing something over there. Would you? Is like you said, it's not a $1 million question for you. Put you right on the spot, Seth. If it comes to the point where January we're offered a good lump sum, how much would be enough that we could say, okay, that's a decent amount, we'll sell him? And do you think he'd leave in January if the right offer come along?
Ooh. Well, how many years has he got left in that contract?
I'm not sure. I think he's like 1.5 or something like that. I'm not entirely sure.
So you got to look at it. He's 29, still battling a few injuries. You're looking at, but who's going to take him though? That's the thing. That's the
Man United have been linked. Man United have been linked. Chelsea.
I forgot they got. I forgot they got a certain guy that's fucking plays like he's wearing Timberlands. What's his name? Lukaku. That's the one. Yeah, that's him. Yeah.
All you got to do is remember that song, that Masuaku song. It's better than Lukaku, and I tell you now, you put Masuaku up front, I guarantee you would score a load more goals than Lukaku in his current form, and he'd be quicker on the spot as well.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. But yeah, to your question, would I sell him? I wouldn't sell him, man. I just signed him. I wouldn't sell him, man. I just can't do it. I know. I want him to stay, man. Yeah, man.
He's just one of the boys, isn't he?
Unless like Icardi's free, you know, and we just throw like fucking 60, 75 mil at him, you know. Other than that, we're keeping an eye on it. So.
Yeah, it's weird because you look at it fundamentally. I mean, he's not going to be fit until the new year, and it's wondering whether them top teams. It was Champions League football, so it's going to be one of the teams in the top six, especially in this country. 50 million is round about the money we want, but who's going to pay 50 million for a 29-year-old who's got a dodgy knee, and then done his hamstring, and it's starting to crumble a little bit. Personally, I think we overworked him anyway. I think, even though he was vital for us, he was obviously, our best player going forward and whatever.
Oh yeah.
I think he should have been rested a few more games. I don't know if you feel the same way. If we should have rested him earlier.
I think, I thought personally he's been playing with injuries, and at least one or two injuries he's been literally playing with, and I think he's just been on the painkillers, and he's just literally been overworked, and I think it's got worse. And it's got to the point where he's had that injury, another one, and it's like, boom, that's just fucking done him. So what is he out for, like a month? They say.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Well, I don't believe it's a month personally. If you want my honest opinion, I think it's a bit longer than that. But that's coming from me.
Perhaps it would be better if he was out for a month, because we all know what things like match fitness and stuff like that come into it as well. Which is Carroll come on against Palace, and I must admit, I went to go with my old man, and we both agreed that he just looked a bit leggy, Carroll. I mean, I obviously know he didn't come on. It was like we weren't launching the ball up to him like we normally would. The crosses weren't coming in as frequent, but he did seem a bit tired. I think he maybe putting that down to match fitness, not getting much exposure and stuff like that. So I'm not really going to have a go at him. He did look a bit more leggy than usual. And it could be more, maybe it's. Now the injuries are maybe taking toll. And I'm saying all this, but he'll come in against Fulham and score loads of goals, and he'll bully the defence to no end. So I could be chatting shit. But you happy to see Carroll back, Seth?
To be fair, as you were saying about him being a bit leggy and all that, I did see that. But at the same time, I thought when he come on, I thought he made an impact. I thought he made such a difference coming on against Palace. Because I think even though he's not fit, you can see it, but. He was a fucking handful. He was making stuff from nothing, which is good. So I'd like to see more of that. I'd like to see him get fit. we all like him to get fit. We all want him to not get fucking injured.
Well, not all of us. There are a couple in the group that don't want him at the club at all.
Yeah, I know. Same here. I'm not gonna lie. I was fucking sick and tired of him. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna be around the bush. I'm a bit, with him. But for now, we have to make do at the moment.
I think when he come on the other night, there are many people sort of going, "Oh, why is everyone cheering Carroll when he's come on? Because he's taking a piss at the club." I think it's more ironic cheers. Oh, here he is, back again.
Yeah,
play same old style football now. Big boy's back. When's he going to be 5 minutes and he's out again? That sort of thing. It's got to put me. It's almost like a bit of banter now. It's almost ironic to think that Carroll's finally come back. But yeah, mate, I think he's one of them players that even if he's not doing much, he's still going to attract, be like a magnet to defenders. They're still going to worry about him to a point. Just moving on slightly to another player who's recently made a comeback, and that's Mr. West Ham, Mr. Mark Noble, who returned after a suspension, coming to the game against Newcastle, and the gist is from a lot of fans on social media is that it's no surprise that West Ham have won 3 having Mark Noble back in the side. Do you think that's? Did you just take it as banter, or do you think there's actually some truth in that?
I'm just taking it as banter. I'll be honest with you. I'm just taking it as banter.
I thought you might say that. I'm not too sure why though. Yeah.
I'm just gonna take it as banter. I'm not gonna look too deep into that, but but he's back now. Hopefully he just carries on putting in the shift. That's all we want from him really. Just putting in the shift. So
I'm putting this out there. I'm a fan of Noble. I like Noble as a guy. I'm not his biggest fan. I don't laud him in the same way that many other people do. I love a player to have West Ham in his blood and all this sort of stuff. Back in back in the old days, people fighting tooth and nail for your club, and that's fantastic. That's great. But there are times when, especially for people who actually watch the games and watch it all the time, there are times when he is just frustrating. He is really, really frustrating. He won't go for the forward pass. He'll take too long. He'll lose it sometimes, and it is a part of thinking, how long have you got, Mark? But then there are people out there that say that he's captaincy, he wears that armband, and the players around him get motivated by that. It helps them out, and I mean maybe that is a big thing for them, that they're captain's back. Let's start playing for the club again. Do you think that's just put performance wise aside? Do you think that has a massive injection into it? Do you think that's a massive part of his game?
Oh, yeah, of course it is. I think it's always going to be like that now with Noble until the day he retires. It's going to be like that. Fans are always going to be split with him. It's just going to be like, fans are going to say this, fans are going to say that, but it's always going to be like that. It's going to be like that till the day he retires, and then everyone's just going to clap him off, and then he'll probably end up working for West Ham, behind the scenes. And that's how I see it. I think it's going to be like this. It's not going to stop. So it's one of them ones you think, you know what, fuck it, man. No, just
used to it.
Yeah, just get used to it.
I think in some ways Mark will probably be the first man to go, if there's someone better than me, in better form, and it suits the team better, he'd be the first man to say, "Yep, come take my spot." Yeah. It'd be frustrating for him, but there are those. He's one of a kind players. But we're talking about a team. Do you think that Pellegrini hasn't got enough praise? I've seen a few posted down social media saying it's the Pellegrini effect. We finally won 3 on the trot. We're starting to look like a really, really decent outfit now. Were you ever thinking about Pellegrini? Did you ever think to yourself, maybe he's not the right man for this job? Is he out of his depth at a club like West Ham?
Nope. I had every faith. I'll be honest. I had every faith in him. I still have faith in him. I know he's going to be the guy that's going to turn this club around. He's just with him, I think he's definitely going to need more players. More players that's going to fit his style of play. Because with him, at the moment, I say the current players that we got, it's still a bit like, if you're looking at a pint glass, it's still half full at the moment. We still got players that are as you say, harbouring deadwood, as you say, in footballing terms. But I think within a couple of seasons, we'll get the right players in, and you see us pushing further and further, and we'll finally get to the point where, you know what, we're constantly getting 6th, 7th, we're getting Europe, and I can see it happening. We just need a bit more time,
Part of me thinks you might have too much Christmas wine, mate.
No.
Honestly, no. I totally agree. That's kind of. I thought we've finally got the manager now to start putting us on that road. I must admit, I think early doors I did think to myself, you're a bit clueless here, mate. You've not really got it. You've not really got it nailed down yet. It wasn't find his best 11. He wasn't find the best players that are available and all that lot. But generally, now I can see that with the injuries and everything, and we're still getting these results, I can see that he's finally doing stuff. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's a team, and that's what like the manager covered. And I think everyone's just in agreement that this is a good time to be a West Ham fan. And there's not many times that they come around. And you mentioned a glass half full. Well, I think that glass is full of quite a strong beer. So we should all drink it and fill it back up again and keep drinking it, because Long may it continue.
Because it's just one of them ones. It's just one of them ones. You're like, a new manager's coming in. Yeah, we spent like 100 mil, but obviously that's not going to be enough because he's still like mending the damages from like since we first moved into the stadium. Like he's just trying to work on that, and then from that he's still got to like find his style of play, find like his type of players that's going to fit his style of play. And we want, if we want this entertainment football, we're going to need these players. But as of right now, we've got to stick with what we've got at the moment. And then obviously in January, if we can get 2 or 3 players, then we can get them. Then in the summer, then we go again. I think in the summer we still got to spend like at least 80 mil again. Trust me, it's that much. It's that much damage that has been done to this fucking club. But yeah, 100 mil. 100 mil now is not. It's not enough. With the players that we need to fill in the positions, we need like quality players. You know, 100 mil we spent last season, the season that just went. It's not fucking enough. I know that. But that's how I feel.
It turns into be that is like almost like the minimum that you have to spend in this league to really achieve anything, which is, you know, quite sort of shocking in a way. But the amount of money in the game, it's not surprising at all. And to be fair, it's probably quite a minuscule amount compared to what other teams have spent in the summer. But talk about bringing players in. There was a big debate over it a little while back. He's still at the club, Sami Nasri. Apparently, according to reports, he's proving his fitness. The coaches are really impressed with him. He's getting on really well with the teammates and everything like that. If they can sort out a deal where everyone is happy, and, you know, obviously fans aren't going to take to him until they see him play. If anything, if he doesn't get signed, are you still I can't remember now what you said actually at the time, if you did say anything at the time about Nasri, but would you be for Nasri coming in if it suits the club to like tick all the boxes, or if there's any question marks, so you're like, no, don't want you, we'll get someone else in?
I said at the start with Nasri, I still think with him, there's still the talent in him. It's whether, I said my question mark was his mentality and his attitude. Those were the 2 things I was thinking, you know what, I'm a bit iffy about. But I said talent-wise, I'll take him, definitely. And if, like the report said, he's getting on with everyone, he's improving his fitness, he's winning over people, fuck it. It's 6 months. Just it's 6 months. We don't know when Lanzini's coming back.
No.
So yeah, I'll do it. It's only 6 months.
I totally agree. That's kind of what I'm thinking. You got Wilshere, who's practically never going to be fit again. You got Noble, who you know, might need a rest every now and then. Rice is probably the only first name on the t-shirt and the only main midfielder at the club in centrally. Anyway, unless you put Anderson there. But if it all works out for the club, then personally, I'm not that bothered about it.
Neither am I.
No, if it works out for the club, then take Nasri on. But if not, then sayonara, plenty more fish in the sea kind of thing. Especially at 31 as well.
Certainly. I don't see no like harm in it. Everyone was I remember like when this first come out and everyone went fucking mental on Twitter. I mean, it was like it blew massively. Everyone was just going. I just saw like tweets. This fuck this Nasri, like yeah. Like everyone was just like cutting him off left, right, and centre. I was like, whoa, Jesus Christ! I mean, everyone just. I was like, where was this energy like with freaking Andy Carroll and Reed, like, and where was this energy then? Like, you know
Anton will not be happy with you about Reed. In all light, actually, I like Reed as well. But yeah. No, I get what you mean. It was a really big backlash, wasn't it? It was a huge backlash towards him. It was So Nasri aside, we literally talked probably about the team and about the manager tonight, and gift to Gab, we like to talk about everything at the club. But like I said earlier, at the minute we're on such good form. Doesn't seem to be anything other apart from how well the team are playing. So in a way, it's kind of a good thing because all you do is you concentrate on the team and the form and how they're performing. So long may it continue, and hopefully the stuff that West Ham do get in the press, which is normally bad stuff, stops, and then we start being spoken about in a better light. Anything you'd like to say, Seth? Anything in your mind? Anything else you want to get out there, put out there?
Right. The only thing I can say is, hope everyone enjoys Fulham. I'll see everyone. I'll probably be absolutely battered by the time I get off the boat party.
Yeah.
You know, so if you bump into me, just give me a high five, hello, what's up? Or if you're being nice, just give me a beer in it. I'll do. That'll do that nicely. But other than that, I hope we get them 3 points. Yeah.
Bang on. Right, as always, get your comments in. If there's anything we've missed tonight that we should have spoke about, obviously I'm hosting tonight. Anton normally does it, but I've done it tonight for different reasons. But please get your comments in because we've got a preview coming up later on in the week for the Fulham game. If there's anything you think we should have spoken about tonight, get them comments in and we'll talk about them in the preview. I'm sure we'll fill in spaces that have been left for you tonight. But at the minute, West Ham are on a roll. We won 3 games in a row. I'm sure a lot of West Ham fans didn't think it'd be this easy, this convincing, especially in the second half. First half's a bit write-off, but yeah. It's all looking good. We're all the high. So yeah, we'll leave it at that, and we'll come back with a beaten Fulham comprehensively, and we'll go from there. So, Steph, anything else at all, or are you cool to go?
I'm all good to go. I'm just ready to go. Bring on Fulham, man. Bring on the boat party. Bring on the beers.
I started off this video by saying 3 is a magic number. I constantly said 3. So in 3, 2, 1, this has been gifted a Gab. We've been West Ham United. We've been Irons United, rather. We'll get that right in a minute. Come on, you Irons.
Come on, you Irons.